The elections are back, and Americans are getting ready to make one of the most important decisions in the country, picking who will be the president of the United States for the next 4 years. As we speak, we are seeing the presidential candidates battle it out to see who will get the most votes. Normally, this is when we see both sides telling the people why they should vote for them, hosting rallies to get the voters ready to cast their votes. While elections are known to get rather crazy, this year has taken crazy to an extreme new level. The presidential run so far has been nothing but a big joke, showing us just how far America has fallen. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, I will be giving my opinion on the 2024 election so far. But before we begin, I just wanted to let my Patreons know I just dropped a new Patreon exclusive about a group of politicians who were exposed for running a satanic trafficking organization. If you're one of my Patreon members, make sure to check that video out after this one if you haven't seen it yet. If you're not a Patreon, you should consider joining. It's only $3 a month and you get access to exclusive Patreon videos that are uncensored and not allowed here on YouTube. If you want to join, hit the link in the description. Now, let's get right into it. Right now, we're in the middle of the 2024 presidential run. Both candidates are getting ready for Election Day on November 5th. The Democrats have chosen Kamala Harris, while the Republicans chose Donald Trump. For the last few weeks, we have been seeing both sides trying their best to get voters on their side. The thing is, what these candidates have been doing to get these votes is rather disturbing to me, showing us clear signs of just how far our country has fallen. In today's episode, we will be talking about the wild celebrity endorsements and antics we have been seeing from both sides, making this election look more like a circus show than a presidential election. Normally, when a candidate is trying to get voters on their side, they would reach out to the most popular celebrities requesting they endorse their campaign. The candidate will offer the celebrity money or other favors in exchange for this celebrity to publicly announce their support for the candidate. This is done in hopes of the celebrity influencing voters to vote for them. Politicians know they aren't as influential as an actor or a famous singer, so they buy the influence of the celebrity in order to influence people to vote for them. Normally, candidates use celebrities that have a good, clean reputation that won't negatively affect their image, going for actors, artists, and athletes who have a rather squeaky clean reputation. This year, that all has changed as both candidates have been picking some of the oddest celebrities to endorse their campaigns. It's important to note that these celebrity endorsements are almost all paid for. These presidential candidates are reaching out to these celebrities to have them support them publicly for money. They are paying them God knows how much money to have them tell you to vote for them. DJ Akademiks admitted he was being offered money by the Democratic Party so he could endorse their candidate by posting promo on his Instagram. Akademiks claims he turned the request down several times.
I do a deal with Rumble, and Rumble has a bunch of people who happen to be right-wing leaning. I'm not preaching politics to my fans.
Yeah.
Everybody ran and saying, Ak is now a right-wing leaning person, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You know the only time I've ever been offered money in politics? Democrats offered me. They offered me money to put stuff on my platform to support certain candidates.
As you heard for yourself, Akademiks claims he was offered money to post about the Democratic Party in past elections. While he denied taking the money for the Democrats, it surely appears he took the money from the Republicans. Recently, he has been very supportive of the Republican Party nominee Donald Trump. Akademiks was seen running around with Donald Trump's son and was even invited to Trump's estate. While Akademiks claims he didn't sell out to the Democrats, it's obvious he sold out to the Republicans, as they most likely offered them more money than the Democrats did. This just further proves how much of a puppet Akademiks and all the rest of these celebrities really are. For money, they will do just about anything. This is terrible because these are the people who move America. These celebrities are the ones leading the people. During this election, we have been seeing both sides reach out to rappers who don't have what is considered a clean public image. Donald Trump has been reaching out to literal drill rappers who are currently out on bail to endorse his campaign. A couple months back, Trump was hosting a rally in New York City where he decided to bring out the Brooklyn drill rappers Sheff G and Sleepy Hollow. Sheff G and Sleepy Hollow were seen showing support to Trump on stage beside him, telling the New York City voters to vote for Trump to make America great again.
Come on up, fellas. Rapper Sleepy Hollow. Come on up here, fellas. How are you, man? Hey. Oh, I like that. I want to get that done.
President Trump, oh man. One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say, they always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us.
Make America great again.
Thank you, fellas.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
As you saw for yourself, these rappers, although they just said a few words, made it clear they were backing Trump for this election. The only problem with this is that Chef G and Sleepy Hollow are accused of being gang leaders responsible for the passing of many people in New York City. Chef G is currently out on bail for a body that he is trying to fight. Complex reported this back in April when Chef G was released on a $1.5 million bail. In 2021, Chef G was sentenced to 2 years in prison after pleading guilty to criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. As his 2-year sentence was coming to an end, he was among 32 names in a 140-count indictment from the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office that accused him and others of alleged gang activity and involvement in 12 shootings. I know for a fact that Trump has no idea who Chef G even is. I can tell because he called Chef G Sleepy Hollow.
Come on up, fellas. Rapper Sleepy Hollow. Come on up here, fellas. How are you, man? Hey. Oh, I like that.
This means someone on Trump's team made this endorsement happen. I refuse to believe they didn't research who Sleepy Hollow or Chef G were before they hired them to endorse this campaign. Now, I know Trump doesn't have the cleanest reputation himself, but being endorsed by a gang member who raps about the people his gang took out is extremely insane to me. If we see Chef G and Sleepy Hollow get a pardon if Trump wins, we know why. This is Chef G's level up, but this is the moment he becomes a puppet for Trump. Trump also went to Philly and did the same thing, bringing out Philly gangster rapper OT7 Kwani.
We have a Philly rapper. He's going places. I'll tell you, he's got so much cash, he doesn't know what to do with it. OT7 Kwani. OT7, where are you? And I love that hat on you. That hat looks great. Thank you. Great honor to have you.
Again, it shows how these rappers are willing to sell out at the drop of a dime. Just like we saw with Kodak Black. A couple years back before Trump left office, he pardoned a few rappers. One of those rappers he pardoned was no other than Kodak Black. Again, just like Chef G, Kodak Black has a long criminal past that he has often glorified through his music. Still, this doesn't stop Trump from granting him a pardon. This has made Kodak a puppet for Trump. He has not only endorsed Trump's campaign, but even got himself a custom Trump chain with Trump's face on it. He also recently released a whole song about Trump that features another Brooklyn drill rapper, Fabio Foreign. It's funny because Trump doesn't know any of these people. He's using them because he knows they are the ones that are influential. Trump doesn't even bother to learn these rappers' names. You remember when he brought out Little Pump and he called them Little Pimp?
And speaking of sound, music, and other things, one of the big superstars of the world, Little Pimp. There he is. How's it going? Do you want to come up and say something? Come on. Little Pump, come on. Come on up here. Come on up here. Does everyone know who he is? Do you know how big he is? Come on up here. That's a nice hat. Come on, say something.
Hello, everybody. How you guys feeling? I come here to say, Mr. President, I appreciate everything you've done for our country. You brought the troops home, and you're doing the right thing. MAGA 2020. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. And do not vote for Sleepy Joe at all.
Thank you. That's great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's very nice. Big star. Big star. That's very impressive.
What more proof do you need that these aren't honest relationships? It's all paid promo. This isn't any better with the Democrats either, as honestly it's just as bad. While Trump is running around with gangsters, Kamala is running around throwing rap concerts everywhere she goes. For whatever reason, just like Trump, the Democrats are using rappers to promote their campaign. Recently in the Megan Thee Stallion video I dropped, I mentioned that Kamala has had some odd celebrity endorsements. So far, she has brought out Megan Thee Stallion and Quavo to get voters hyped for her presidential run. Megan walked up on stage and literally said, "I know the ladies in the crowd love their bodies, and if you want to keep your body, you know who to vote for."
What's up, hotties? It's your girl Megan Thee Stallion, aka the Hot Girl Coach, reporting live with the future president of the United States.
Everybody,
what do you have to say to the American people?
we are not going back.
Now, I know my ladies in the crowd love their body. And if you want to go to your party, you know who to vote for. To make history with the first female president, Hotties for Harris.
Y'all don't know me, I go by the name of Quavo. And you can't understand the struggles of gun violence if you're not in the field or in the heart of it. So one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on.
What in the world does she even mean by this? How is this even a catchphrase for a presidential endorsement? She's up there dancing for votes, just like the puppet she is. Kamala thought it would be a great idea to bring out Megan Thee Stallion, who through her music only promotes messages about shaking her behind, tricking men, and sleeping around. This is who Kamala thought would be a great fit to endorse her campaign as a woman. Just listen to the song Megan was singing on stage. How is this even real? Recently, we saw Lil Jon doing the same as Megan Thee Stallion, running down the stage, singing his hit song Turn Down for What, while announcing Atlanta's votes for Kamala Harris.
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight to officially nominate Kamala Harris for president. 5, get loud, another round of shots. DNC, turn out for what? Everybody get your hands up. Hey, everybody get your hands up. Hey, everybody get your hands up. Now, say, we're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back. VP Harris, coming to wall. VP Harris, giving the wall.
This election is looking more and more like a rap concert than an actual election. Who in the world thought it would be a good idea to have Lil Jon announce this? It almost feels like an SNL skit, but it's real life. What's happening is rather clear to me. America has fallen so low that these celebrities are the only influential people left. Our country no longer looks to community leaders or intellectuals for their political takes. They prefer to see rappers dancing and hyping the crowd up. After destroying America's morals and attention span, this is the only way left they can speak to the voters. Honestly, as bad as it looks, this is exactly what the world elite wanted. They have the masses right where they want them to be. Easier than ever to manipulate them. Pay the biggest rappers to sing and dance a little like a puppet, and you will get their votes. This is the reason both sides are doing the exact same thing. There is no real strategy. It's all about using celebrity influence. The masses don't think for themselves anymore. They do whatever these celebrities say, and they know that. Looking at this only makes me feel scared for our future. I used to say we're heading to a future scene in the Idiocracy movie, but now we're actually living in it. In the movie Idiocracy, we saw the decay of our world because of what exactly is happening right now. Society became mindless sheep. They prioritized entertainment over everything else. They voted a wrestler for president. While we don't have a wrestler quite yet, we do have presidents running around paying gangster drill rappers to promote their campaign. America truly needs to wake up before it's too late. As soon, we won't be able to reverse the damage that has been done. Millions are ready to vote already, not because they did their research on who's the better fit, but because a rapper they like told them to. If that doesn't show just how far society has fallen, I don't know what will. One thing is for sure, this entire election is one big joke. Well, I'm gonna end this one here, but before you guys go, I just wanted to remind you guys to like, comment, and share this video so others may see the truth. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.